All right, let me explain something about the share recall that I think we should do because this is all over the place. Okay, we have technically proven once again that there might be more shareholders and shares than are actually reported because some people got a lot more cards than they were supposed to, and some people didn't get any cards. So, did they buy from a broker that didn't report that sale going through because it was never fulfilled? All right, here's my thinking. If they did a share recall, that's not going to help the people in the past. But neither is a settlement where they get something like, I don't know, $100. You want to get a check for $113 from AMC after they banged you out for what you should have gotten if they didn't do what they did by creating APE and selling the voting rights? Let me tell you something. I honestly believe that the court is making it this is going to be forced to make a decision on numbers that they cannot validate. Right now, and I'm not even blaming AMC. I'm blaming AMC for not pursuing this. But the reality is, if brokers were overselling, which like that's never happened before, and there were orders that were never fulfilled, okay? Just think about that. These IOUs. And you can go and say the Brazilians, you can do all these things. We're at a point where there's no way of knowing the AMC shareholders in the past or present, or even the APE shareholders, past and present. So whatever they decide is going to be the vice chancellor's best guesstimation. And I'm not against her. I just, at the end of the day, everything leading up to this is all wrong because in the discovery, there's information there but better yet, there's information that's not there. Because it's not like every broker that sold AMC reported all their sales. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? How about if one broker oversold, I don't know, 500,000 shares, and another 500,000 shares, and they just never said anything about it because the people sold and they canceled out later and there was no problem. That's the problem with these brokers. If you buy 100 shares and they don't fulfill them, and then later on you sell those 100 shares, you never owned those 100 shares. Remember I taught you that? You get the confirmation, but it stays internal. They just got to tell you, I got you. And don't tell me that they have a responsibility to fulfill that order. Because all they do is they swap it back and forth with their people and no order gets filled. AMC is a busted play. Nobody knows anything in the numbers or anything. That's how they were able to get away with the creation of APE. APE was missing for several days. Think about that one. How could a stock be missing? I've never heard of that in my life. I've never heard of a stock being missing for days. And the broker was like, well, we haven't gotten it. We haven't gotten it yet. The fuck you mean you haven't gotten it yet? Like, don't you think there's something wrong in the world of digital transfers? Come on. I can't. I'm going to catch an aneurysm. I'm supposed to be like, I'm going to do a live in a little bit to just ease up. I actually have one of my guys here, Paul. I just read his comment. He just got his card today. How could he get his card just today when the deadline was yesterday? Somebody else just said he got 6 cards in New York. Look at the comments. I'm not making this. I have no control over this. There you go.